Skrill boys, TGT and bits. Oh yeah. Skrill boys, TGD and vids video. I am your host, as always, Nicholas. Coming back to you live for the first video of 2025, being a Nintendo Direct predictions video of all things. Yeah, real original, Nicholas. This is like the 15th time you did it. Well, and I'm not gonna stop doing it. Well, it's been quite a while since I've uploaded a video on this channel, and I think we're gonna get back into the groove of things very soon. I'm currently pitching a new series called Picture This. Well, I'm working on it. The first video is going to be, well, sort of a repitch, a repitching something that admittedly failed, or just pitching something that was about something that failed twice. If you catch my drift, and uh, and the hint is that fists will fly and slime will be um dropped. But anyways, another thing that I'm working on is the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope video that where I where I fix the game, but really it's a perfect game, but it's just making it even more spectacular, and even having it have a solid, not a solid story for a Mario game. And then another thing that I'm working on is a rewrite. I know, super original of me, but it's probably not going to come out until maybe Memorial Day weekend, because that video is going to have to be taking a lot of time. So please do. That's a little status update on the schedule. Anyways, so here are the predictions for well, I should say predictions for not only the March 27th Direct, but also the Switch 2 is officially confirmed. Didn't make a video on that, because I had the January hiatus fever, basically where I don't make content for some weird reason. So yeah, Nintendo just decided, hey, we're gonna just drop the Switch 2, and yeah, I wasn't ready. So there was no real time for me to make a prediction video, or I just didn't really want to make it. But at, but as the final segment of this video, I will be summing up my thoughts and opinions on the Switch 2, as well as just a little bit of sprinkling of predictions of what games could be there day one for this next gen console. I put air quotes on it because it's just literally a Nintendo Switch with the number 2 on it. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, first up, as always, let's talk about the non-Nintendo stuff, the third-party and indie stuff that most likely will make up the bulk of this direct. Of course, we have our third parties. There's always the possibility of Banjo 3E, new Spyro game. I mean, like, Toys for Bob has something cooking, so maybe they can announce it here. It's like a long shot, but I'm gonna say this is like the most realistic prediction. I checked before recording this, and Street Fighter 6 has not been ported to the Switch. So now I don't know if it's still having content updates, because I'm pretty sure Nintendo would really like to have the game released with all the additional content from the updates included. So, but if the content updates are over, maybe we could get this announced. Of course, then what I'm pretty sure will make up a bulk of the Direct's announcements is in the indie games and the other stuff. This includes licensed games, both AAA and not AAA. Of course, you have the basic indie stuff. Still waiting on the Jurassic World Evolution 2 port. Although, it'd be really funny if Jurassic World Evolution 3 was announced here, so wouldn't be surprised by that. I mean, it's a hot topic for the Jurassic community. Um, I, uh, I'm not. I mean, like Gigabash, I feel like is available for Nintendo Switch, but I feel like it isn't. If so, I'm gonna be waiting on this. But also, this is just for like maybe Toho, please just give us a new Godzilla game, or preferably a remastered Pipeworks trilogy. Please and thank you. And honestly, just throwing the Avatar Last Airbender fan base a bone. Maybe give another licensed game that isn't poo poo. But most likely is that we're just gonna get random indie stuff because God, these directs have told me that it's just nothing but random first party Nintendo games, like stuff that isn't recognizable immediately, and weird licensed games, because God forbid there are too many of them. I just want to have more first party Nintendo games. Speaking of which, Nintendo games. So, fair warning, this now I'm assuming that this is going to be like the basically I'm assuming that the Switch is in the latter half of its lifespan. So I feel like that there aren't going to be as many big games because well, we'll get that when we talked about the Switch 2 later, but the fact is that I feel like the Switch 2 is going to get some new big titles because it needs to sell well. Or they could just backwards compatible, or maybe they could just be backwards compatible with Switch. Maybe like they release a Switch version and a Switch 2 version, but I don't think they want to do that unless they could, PS because PS4 and PS5 like you could play, like they released a PS4 version and a PS5 version of a game for like a certain time, so it wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo did it. But anyways, this feels ironic because I mocked it in the last predictions video, but yeah, yeah, Metroid Prime 4 is out of development hell, but will we get a news update on it? I'm probably guessing we will. I've practically lost all hope for the theory that they were going to remaster Prime 2 and 3 before releasing Prime 4. Just like to catch up fans of the Prime series before releasing the new one. But now that it has been announced and that the first gameplay trailer is out there, maybe we could get more info on the gameplay and also maybe even a release date, but still, that's being generous. I'm really just hoping that they don't. Well, Kirby news, literally anything, like anything, like besides a couple few cheap indie games. Like I know that DLC for Forgotten Land is long dead in the water, but yet again, Mario Kart literally didn't get any DLC for like didn't get DLC until like 2021, 2022. Yeah, 2022. And frankly, isn't out of the realm of possibilities that Nintendo would out of nowhere update a game, but it's only happened with Mario games and specifically Mario spin-off games. Like the card games and the sports titles and the party titles. So I don't know. It's a toss up here, or maybe a new 2D Kirby game if they really want to just go back to basics. Next up, so this is ironic for me because before this was announced, I was assuming that we would get Superstars 2. And I was wrong because well, I was right about we were going to get Mario Party news, but it wasn't the fact that it was a Superstars 2, it was the fact that it was a sequel to Super Mario Party or just Mario Party 12. Yeah, Mario Party 12. Yeah, Mario Party 12. Or as it's now known as Mario Party Jamboree. But still, DLC is possible. I mean, like, ignore that Western Lands here because Western Lands aren't in the game. And speaking of which, Jamboree actually has 2 classic stages, so it wouldn't be out of the question for Nintendo to just drip feed Jamboree content, and also they can pull from another. They can also just port over Superstars like plethora of mini games. Like they could do that and also make new ones and remaster old ones. And then there's also like new characters. Like surprisingly, Dry Bones didn't make the cut yet again, but Ninja did, and Pauline did. So these 3, I would be surprised. I would be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they got announced as like DLC characters, and especially my boy Petey. Just want to see him in there. Also, Piranha Pursuit is missing, so we could possibly have Petey competing and going up escalators. Also, they could introduce a new board for Mario Party. And also, it's also not out of the possibility that they could also introduce new side modes. It's like infinite possibilities for DLC content. And maybe they could also reintroduce costumes just for the sake of it. You know, like just for like craps and giggles. Next up, yeah, Legend of Zelda stuff. So, I feel like that these 2 are. It's just like a given at this point. Like the Wii U, it ended with like 2 Zelda games getting ported. 2 Zelda games getting ported. And it was exactly these 2. So could we get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD 4K edition? Maybe. Or we could just get Hyrule Warriors 3. I would laugh at that, honestly. I would laugh indefinitely at that, but I don't really see much Zelda stuff happening because Zelda's like, I'm assuming that they would save the next big Zelda game for the next console, like the next generation console. Well, next generation. Anyways, next up, yeah, I was gonna say Mario Wonder update or um Mario Wonder update or new 3D Mario game, but that was before the Switch 2 was announced. So yeah, so it's just Mario Wonder update. I mean, like, I'd be down for Mario Wonder DLC, like a new world, a new character or 2, actually having Yoshi be accessible to power ups. Just like anything to keep Wonder going and tie us over possibly till the next major 2D Mario game, or just next major Mario game in general. The final thing that I think. Oh, spoilers. So one of the final things that I feel like they could do with NSO is GameCube games. Now, I know people. I know, like it could be complicated, but we got to remember that Nintendo is full of surprises. Now, I'm assuming that that this would probably be safe for Switch 2 online, but I just have the itchiest feeling that they're just gonna announce like something to do with Nintendo Online, and it could also possibly mean that they could discontinue the online system for Nintendo Switch Online. I don't know. Don't know, but I'm assuming that they would just like the online system would be continued through the Nintendo Switch 2, and that would be the most likely solution slash outcome for this. But yeah, GameCube NSO, please make it happen. And while we're at it, why not also DS or Wii or 3DS and even Wii U? And probably this is just like the Hail Mary throw, but I'm begging Nintendo, please, for the love of God, have a new Donkey Kong Country game with K. Rool in it. Please. That's all I'm asking. This kind of feels like the last major game that Nintendo would do for the Nintendo Switch, because they've already re-released Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch, and they already they remastered Tropical Freeze first in 2018, and then this year they remastered Donkey Kong Country Returns. So I'm really hoping that we get a new Donkey Kong Country game, like 2.5D, 3D, 2D. I don't care. Just please, Nintendo, make one. Or if it's not going to be for the Switch 1, Switch 2. Which, speaking of which, let's actually get to my thoughts on the Switch 2. My thoughts and predictions for the Switch 2. So, already a next generation console for Nintendo. Now, when I initially saw the big reveal of the Switch 2, I was generally impressed. It looks cool. I mean, nice. Nice enough. But why? Why this late? People have been rumoring about this for like till the end of time. It's truly something that when it happened, people were just like, oh, finally, finally. There was no epic reveal behind it. People were just rumoring about it. They're like expecting it. Don't get me wrong, I was still surprised, but yeah, the reveal of it was bit bit wonky. Anyways, what are my thoughts on it? Well, I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, like I said, it looks beautiful, but it also seems to it also seems to just be the Switch but larger. It's base and also the Joy-Cons have no coloring to them, but I'm pretty sure that's just the default Joy-Cons for like the default. Pretty sure there's like an inverted one where like the shells like the shells like colored, and the stuff that is colored on on the base ones are uh gray, like a deep dark gray. But then there's the whole fact of like when's it gonna release? Well, I would have to guess like Nintendo would want to release it around holiday time, around the holiday season, because they would want the new console to release around that time because you can promote it, like there are big sales, like Christmas time, like get it as a gift for your family. I mean, yeah, sure, but there's also been rumors of like a June release, and obviously, I'm pretty sure that's from people that just want the game to release, not the game, the console to release as soon as possible, just so they can get it in their hands, and also break their bank account while they're at it. Teehee, little financial joke there. Um, I don't know. I mean, like, I have to actually demo it or like uh I'm sorry if I'm saying like too much. I'd have to demo it to see how it plays and also how the games look. And speaking of games, what games can we expect on the Nintendo Switch 2? God, I can't believe I'm saying that. Well, one game that is confirmed. We're getting a new Mario Kart and 24 players. Good lord. That'll be fun, won't it? Okay, aside from that. What about games that haven't been released yet? I mean, haven't been revealed yet. Well, there is like I said, new 3D Mario, new Donkey Kong Country. If it doesn't release on the Switch One as like a last big title. Um. Oh yeah. There's also the fact that we could also get a new Metroid. Yeah, new Metroid. There's also Metroid as in like a 2D side scroller, or maybe even a spin-off multiplayer game. Did I spook you a little too much, Metroid fangirls and boys? Sorry for that. What else is there? Hmm. Oh yeah. Every time I see that, I get PTSD. Post traumatic Smash Bros. Prediction syndrome. Wait, no. Post traumatic Smash Bros. Disorder. Yeah. Ah, boy, this is gonna be fun. Hey, yeah, new console, new Smash Bros. Oh boy. Oh boy. They revealed a new Smash Bros. Game with the presentation. I'm gonna be spamming content overdrive. Anyways, stay positive. What else is there? We could also possibly Mario plus Rabbids 3. I know David Soliani's gone, but I want the trilogy to be complete. Bring him back, Ubisoft, for like one more game where like Rayman's like a focal point. Like I like where they're going with the franchise, or at least if Soliani's gonna return, then maybe someone who like has his mannerisms and has the same amount of care and love that he brought to the Mario plus Rabbids franchise, then yeah, let that guy or girl cook in like Paris or something. But anyways, uh, I gotta get to bed, so that will do it for another video. The first full feature video of 2025, if I do say so myself. Boy, what did I do again? Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're feeling bodacious and want to stay up to date with every video that I cook up. And maybe share the video or share the channel link. You know, spread my love around the platform so that way the algorithm can prioritize videos like this instead of the junk that's usually on YouTube most days. But anyways, oh yeah, long live the Skrills. Bye bye.